When you think about how advanced movies are today, it's hard to stop and think how movies got there. But if it weren't for the bold actions of some producers, directors, crew, actors, you name it, the effects you can see and also hear may not be available to the movie viewer today if it weren't for them. It's funny to think at one point moviegoers probably thought to themselves, color movies? Yeah, right. And I'm sure years later people thought things like computers and movies? Yeah, right. I wonder what today's moviegoer may doubt now. Here are 10 movies that introduce new technologies. 1995, Toy Story was the first CGI featured film. And the amazing thing is that if you see the movie now, you almost think the movie has crappy animation. However, if it weren't for Toy Story, you wouldn't be seeing the lifelike appearance of animated films today. 1937, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was the first feature-length traditionally animated film released. I'm sure at the time many naysayers probably didn't think that Disney could pull this off. If it weren't for this release, I wonder where the animated film industry would be today. 1927, The Jazz Singer, the first feature-length talkie and the first musical released. Pretty impressive, killing two birds with one stone here. For the purpose of this article, however, this is the first one that counts. Easy and funny question, where in the world would we be without synchronized sound in the movies? 1940, Fantasia. Once again, Disney wowed audience with the first film to be released in the multi-channel studio sound format that bounced around the four corners of the cinema. In other words, surround sound. Now how much would it suck if you were in the theater and the only sound you heard was coming from one spot? 1976, Rocky was the first film to utilize a sandy cam. By definition of a sandy cam is a stabilizing mount for a motion picture camera, which mechanically isolates the operator's movement from the camera along a very smooth shot even when the operator is moving quickly over an uneven surface. Informally, the word may also be used to refer the combination of the mount and camera. Bottom line, it's a very important feature for fast moving scenes that need a slow eye. It was also used in Aliens, Return of the Jedi, and The Shining, to name a few. 1993, Jurassic Park was the first picture by using DTS digital sound. I personally think this is just the tip of the iceberg. First of all, you never hear the growls and snarls like you did had it had not been for this sound. But we can consider Jurassic Park one of the pioneers' imaginary characters looking real. I know that's not a technical term, but come on, that movie made dinosaurs look real. And think about how many movies have fake animals these days. That giant gorilla in King Kong or the saber-toothed tiger in 10,000 BC, I don't know. 2002, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. First major film shot entirely on digital film. People don't realize how important this is. It virtually changes the entire industry. It means that the roles of editors shift immensely, and thus the entire production staff. This did a tremendous shift in the business. 1991, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. First CG main character. The T-1000 paved the way for CG characters to become commonplace. 1982, Tron. Video game sci-fi Tron was the first live-action film with more than 20 minutes of full 3D graphics and 3D animation. Pretty impressive considering this movie was made in the early 80s. No wonder it's such a classic. It's amazing to see how everything has changed so much from the early 1900s to today's present in the film industry. I'm Jose Olivas. Thank you for listening.